up, everybody? It's your girl, Sophie back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do a different type of stream. We're going to be basically doing a season review of Man United season, player ratings, brutal player ratings, by the way. We're going to be completely honest after obviously having our worst ever season with finishing 15th, not winning anything, and here we are. So yeah, if that sounds good to y'all, then make sure that you give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see and new people to react to. I'm wearing a hat today because I'm in the process of removing my braids. So yeah, like the top part here is gone, and we'll do the rest when we're done with streaming in about 2 hours. So yep. But yeah, hope you all are doing well. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. And let's get into it, shall we? So, here you have it. We got all the players. I already put some players here in not enough data, meaning players we just can't really rank. We can't really rate them, you know, due to the fact that they've been on loan for the majority of the season or they've hardly played. The rest of them, I think we could do fairly some type of rating. Maybe we might need to maybe make something like a middle ground somewhere here. I don't know. We'll see. But feel free to do this with me as we are live. And if you are watching this on the replay, feel free to do it as well in the comment section. Yeah, so all the way from good on the top, decent, meh, it's like, they weren't really good, they weren't really bad, they were just, horrible. And then, of course, like I said, not enough data. We will be very honest. We have to take into account that this has been a bad season. So I would have loved to have like one up here, which was top tier, amazing season. Wow. But I feel like with how this season ended up being, I don't think that will be proper for me to have, something in that order. But yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just start. So obviously we have Tom Heaton, Dan Gore, Licha, aka Lisandro Martinez, Ethan Wheatley, Rashford, Anthony, and Sancho, all in the not enough data. And I think that's about right. But what about where should I put Altay Bayundid? Where should I put him? He's played sometimes here and there, but like, hey, I take nothing away from that performance against Arsenal, in the FA Cup. He was brilliant. Saving, we've been making multiple crucial saves, one in the penalty shootouts as well. But other than that, when he has played, he's been shaky. So will I put him horrible? Because I do think Andre Onana is worse than him. But we have bad goalkeepers in general. Put him in horrible. I don't give a damn. Onana, it's not even, there's no discussion. We have to just put him in. This season has not been good. This season was supposed to be the redemption season where he was supposed to turn things around. I even bought I bought the black goalkeeper kit and put his name at the back of it because I wanted to believe that Onana was going to turn things around. He disappointed me. He has not showed up. He's been worse. Okay? He started off the beginning of this season good, though. We're not going to sugarcoat that. But overall, at the latter stage of the season, he hasn't been good. A lot of us, I think most people really want Onana to just leave this football club. And rightfully so. We're tired. We're done. He should go. I put him in horrible 100%. We will do another stream probably maybe on Sunday where we do a keep, loan, sell. So we'll talk a bit more in depth. But right now we're just focusing on this season, how they've been. Victor Lindelof played here and there. We know he's going to be going anyways. Am I going to say horrible? No, we'll say meh. Mazraoui in his first season, in my opinion, I think he's been one of the light in this season. I think he's been good. There's been some games here and there where he's, not been up to par, but for the most part, he's been pretty good in my opinion. And I know some people be like, yeah, but in a trash Man United season, he's been one of the good ones. No, yes and no. I still think for the price, we do need to remember the price and the fact that I was like, oh, he's kind of injury prone. He's played over more than 50 games in all cups for Man United this season alone. Not a lot of players get there, to be fair. So big up to him. Big up to him. Big up, Roderick. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Let me fix this light here a little bit. There we go. There we go. And the Ligt. You know what? The Ligt? I didn't want him. Changed my mind. There's been some games where he's been very, very solid, and some games where it's been like, But for the most part, I think it's been all right, Am I going to say decent or am I going to say good for the Ligt? Oh, I forgot Malasia needs to be not enough there. He hasn't even played this season. So he has to be here. There we go. Now I think it should be up to part. For the Ligt, I'll put him in decent. I might need to change it up once we kind of go through each player. I'll probably change it up. But we'll see. Maguire. Some games, exceptional. Other games, But overall, decent. Not going to put him in good. As Mazraoui, I just feel like I can't do it. Decent, I think is fair. Patrick Dorgo, he's been here since what? January, February, so a couple of months. He's been a bit all over the place. I think there's potential there. I'm not going to say horrible. I think the first season is meh. I think that's fair. It's meh. You're saying Max is decent. Maguire, I hear you. Dorgo has to be meh for me. It's just, he's still very young, but there are other young players that we have that's kind of showed up a lot more, though, to be fair, compared to him. And I expect a lot more. Hopefully, we can see more for next season. I'm not willing to just write him off yet. We need to see more next season. But I feel like meh, right, Broderick? Meh is like, you haven't been horrible, but you haven't been amazing either. You're just meh. Like, almost horrible. I hear you. Some games I've been pissed. Some people I wouldn't even be mad at, y'all, if you would put Patrick Dorgo in horrible. I will get it. I'm just saying meh. I'm saying meh. Leny Yoro, I'm putting him in good. I think Leny Yoro has had a great first season, in my opinion. I really do think so. I've been, he turned things around after that horrible game against Southampton, where he got cooked by Suleimana. Is it Suleimana his name is? I think it was the winger. He got cooked. After that, he's been hella solid, man. He's showed up, played in different positions in that back three, and he showed up. And yeah, I wish we would have gotten the trophy, the likes of him, Mazraoui would have deserved that, and I'm at it, of course, as well. But I'm just thinking for the first season, I think Yoro's been good. And I think the sky's the limit for a player like Leny Yoro. Where Madrid wanted him, let's be honest, if we would have gone in, he probably would have maybe gone for free, maybe, to Real Madrid. So I'm very happy that we got him at the very end. I'm happy that we did. Because he's been good. Dalot? I don't know. 1 second. Dalot? Where should I put Dalot? I ain't gonna lie, this season has been good for me. Dalot? I don't think Dalot's been good. I don't think the last season when we had, which was at that time our worst ever season, that was one of the light in that season. This season, though, he's not been good. And it's okay to be honest about that. He hasn't been good. I'm sorry. He hasn't been good. So respectfully, Dalot needs to. I would want him to go, but we'll talk about that in the other stream. But in my opinion, Dalot hasn't been good, so I'll put him in horrible. We're just gonna keep it honest, people. I said this gonna be brutal. I told y'all it's been a bad season. We gonna put. It ain't gonna be a lot of people up here. I'll tell you that much. But the rest that we have here, it ain't gonna be a lot of people up here. It'll be a lot of people here and a lot of people here. But up here, it ain't gonna be that much. Dalot decent. Don't know how he gets all the blame for the defense's mistakes. He's one of them. He's one. I'm sorry, but Dalot hasn't been good, and we have to. I'm telling you, some of the crosses that he makes, I just moving forward defensively, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been good. People were talking about like before Wan-Bissaka left. Oh my God, he's so much better than Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka has been West Ham's best ever player this season. He got that award, and I always West Ham. I know, but I'm sorry. He hasn't been good. Luke Shaw. Should I put him in not enough data because he hasn't played that much this season? But for what we have seen, it's not been good, and I'm pissed off. So I'm gonna put him in horrible. I'm sorry. We'll put him like yeah. He hasn't been good. How is Dorgo above Dalot? Because Dorgo has played for a few months. Dalot has played longer this season. Yes, he's been injured here and there, but Dorgo's just been here since what? January, February? Come on now. Come on. Let's be honest about that. So yeah. It is what it is. Not enough data for most of the season for Shaw. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh for putting Shaw in horrible. He hasn't played that. Yeah, this. Should I put Shaw in horrible or should I put Shaw in not enough data? That is the main question. Pick up a Shaw, but I hope you're doing well. I might need to. You know what? We'll look at it. We'll look at it. Just let me know in the chat. Aiden Heaven. From what we have seen, I like him. He's been injured here and there. But I still think from what I've seen, he's been decent. I like him, you know. I like Aiden Heaven. I think there's a player there. From Arsenal's Academy, he's impressed me. Johnny Evans, we know, will be leaving by the end, of this month. The league should be good. It was his first season. I hear you. We'll revisit all of it. Evans should be decent, still very young. I hear you. Johnny Evans, I'll put him in because he's been injured here and there, though. I just put him in meh. But like above Lindelöf and Dorgo, like meh. It's like, okay. I think it was better last season. Harry MS. They play more now, but not that much. Should be not enough data. I still do think there's a player there, though, in Harry MS. But the kind of same goes with Tyler Fredrickson. We haven't really seen that many games from them both. It's more like at the latter stages of the season. One game it looked good or first time, and then other games it's been like, ooh, the physicality ain't really fully there. They're still young, so I'm not gonna fault them for that. Like I get it, Harry MS. Maybe so far not enough data, and with Tyler Fredrickson, but there is a player there. Mason Mount. I know he's been injured for a big chunks of this season. I know, but from what we've seen, okay, that game against Athletic Bilbao in the second leg, great. But other than that, what we haven't really seen. I told y'all we should have never signed this player, and especially never given him that number 7 shirt. That was a big mistake. Big up, Jordan. Big mistake for us to do that with Mount. Big mistake. Maybe I'll put in meh as well, Bart. I think that's yeah. But like behind Dorgo, like meh. It's just poor. It hasn't been good whatsoever, Meh. Bruno, start off season not good, but then he turned things around and people saying, oh my God, oh, Bruno, wow, he's a legend, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, he's turning things around, but that final to me, I was quite disappointed for him to not show up in that final. He did not show up one bit, and that truly disappointed me. It really did. It really did. Um, the thing is though, Bart, I can't really put anybody. I can't have another tier where it says outstanding or amazing because the season has been so poor that I can feel like the closest I can get is to good. I can't do beyond that. I'll put Bruno to good because he has been. If we're talking about the overall season, he has been good. He has been good. Let me put him here. But I feel like these two have been, for the most part, these two has been more consistent. He showed, I think sometimes people forgetting, he started off bad the first part of the season, but then he turned things around. Then he was exceptional. So I'll put him in good, but I ain't putting him above these two. I ain't doing it. Sorry. Eriksen, he's hardly really played that much this season. But when he has played, it's just been like, yeah. Oh yeah, Mazraoui is definitely one of the signings of the season. If only we could have just got the trophy and like finish a little bit higher. Oh, he's been exceptional though, to be fair. He's been playing wherever he's been asked to play, right wing back, left wing back, center back. Like he even played as a 10 under Ten Hag. Literally, the guy's been everywhere. Like, only thing we're missing is him to play as a striker. I think he even said, like, I can play anywhere. I'll play even a goalkeeper. I don't care. Like, the guy is a unit and a proper utility player. Proper player that just is like, yo, I'm going to just give my all. Literally. Eriksen is meh. He's a bit meh. Maybe more like here. Here. Meh. Meh. Casemiro, I feel like after the thing is though, he didn't play much at the beginning of Amorim's tenure, and like for Ten Hag, he was quite poor, and then he turned things around. I think it might have been after the Liverpool game, but it looked like he turned things around because the Liverpool game was quite poor. I think was it the 3-0 defeat, or was it a draw? One of them either. But regardless, turn things around, started to play a lot more for Amorim, and he has been pretty solid. Especially in the Europa League, he's been pretty great. I'll put him in decent. I'll put him in decent. I'll put him like right here. I think that's fair. But he didn't step up as well in the final. None of them really stepped up in the final. Let's not get it twisted. Nobody stepped up in the final. That definitely disappointed me, for sure. It did. It is disappointing. To be fair, maybe I'm being a bit too kind with some of them when I put him up here, because it's like, but then again, we're gonna fill up. There will be more here, because we need to remember the worst ever season, and some of them right here, especially, they gonna hear it. Ugarte's first season, the first 2 games wasn't good. A lot of people wrote him off, and then he played good for a period, and then he hasn't been that good now. He's been either subbed off early on, like the first sub that Amorim has been using, or the last few games we haven't really seen him play. So the first season hasn't been that good, you know? Are we going to put him meh, or are we going to put him in horrible? I don't know. What we paid, it hasn't been the best season. I expected more. I think I have to be honest. I'm not there where I'm saying we need to get rid of him, da 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 da. If we do, I'm not going to sit there and be mad about it, but I'm just saying I'm not there. But it might be either like meh or horrible. But he can't be put as good. And I agree, he can't hold the midfield as a 6 on his own, on his own. So that also doesn't help either. So that's a fair assessment. I have to be honest, I have to put him horrible. He hasn't been good. Casemiro as well, I've been quite disappointed. I'm not one of those people that saying sell cat, Casemiro, oh, he ain't that, blah, 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 blah. No. I still think that there's a player there, but I feel like he hasn't been the same since he came back from injury. And he was injured for a big chunk of the season where he wasn't even supposed to make it this season, but he did. Ooh, I hope I hope I'm back. I don't know why the Wi-Fi's looking kind of mad. Let me know. Do I have many tabs open? Not really. Maybe I'll close this one then. Hopefully we'll be back. Oh, damn it. We should be back. We should be back. But yeah, the thing is though, I think with Casemiro, it hasn't been the best season. The first season was exceptional, incredible. I still do think that there's a player there, like I said, and that next season we'll see more of him. But you know, this, what should I say, in this system, maybe we haven't fully figured out where he's best suited. And hopefully we will, because I still do think that there is a spot for him there. I'm not willing to get rid of him. I think there's a player there, and I'll be quite mad if we get rid of him. Can Bruno and Kabi play in this same team? I'm letting right now know that we need to sell Bruno so we can get the money, because at some point we have to prepare for life without Bruno. We can't just be like, okay, Bruno will be 31, I believe, in July, August, very soon, basically. I think it's August 8th or something. Basically, so won't really, yes, and you know, his availability is amazing. You know, you can still get a couple of good years from him for sure. But at some point you have to prepare that you won't really have a Bruno that will be taking for the most part, regardless. So I rather us focus on a menu than us try to go all in for Bruno. And like I said, Bruno's legs, they might go in the next 18 months. I'm saying, if we can get some proper money, sell him now. I agree with you, Bart. I ain't saying 60, though. I ain't gonna lie. I think we can get more. Right now, it's like between 80 to 100 million from Al Hilal. It can happen. I'm saying take that money and reinvest it into the squad. That's where I'm saying. I think that would be a lot smarter for us to do. Reinvest that money and focus on this squad respectfully. Let's go all in with that. But we have to wait and see. Why aren't United trying to get Superman? Superman is going to an Arsenal, so yeah. But I'm thinking with the Bruno, when he goes, you have a Cunha here, and you get somebody else as well. Come on now. But back to Casemiro, he hasn't had the best season. We have to be honest. It's been a horrible season for him. It has been. It has been. I put him more. We can put him ahead of Ugarte, though, to be fair. But he hasn't been the best season. He hasn't. We got to be honest. This is me being brutally honest. I told y'all a lot of people will be here on meh and on horrible. A lot of people will be here, and we still have a couple of more spots to fill, respectfully. Toby Collier hasn't played that much this season. I expected this season to be like where he kind of kicks to another gear. He cements himself a bit more into the first team squad, but he hasn't been injured. So I feel like probably need to put him in not enough data. I still do think there's a player there, but you know, Rasmus Hojlund has been horrible. We can't sugarcoat that. I have to put him in even worse than Onana. Like literally. He has not been good. First season, even then a lot of people weren't that excited, but he's still like in the Champions League was cooking. You know, was he one of the top goal scorers in the Champions League. Even though we had our worst ever season in the Champions League campaign, he still showed up and did what he needed to do. But this season, it's not just the lack of goals, it's also like his first touch, trying to wrestle with everybody. It's horrendous. And right now, the recent reports looks to be that Napoli would really want Rasmus Hojlund. I generally do think that he can cook again. Like he's been in Italy, he's been there, done that, but going to like a bigger club in Italy, Napoli, that's like, whoa, just won the Scudetto. You'd want to kick in. They're back in the Champions League. You know, McTominay's there, who he knows, right? I think he could cook and do well, but it's rumored to be that Hojlund goes to Napoli, and then we get Victor Osimhen. We pay like 23 million. I ain't gonna lie, I'm saying hell yes. Hopefully the wages won't be anything crazy, but it looks to be that's kind of what's being a bit difficult. But we had one of our representatives that went to Naples, talked to Napoli, trying to negotiate something because Liam Delap, which I did tell you guys, I didn't want him to Man United, so I'm not going to sit there and be fussed, but he's now will be going to Chelsea, which I'm happy about. Go Chelsea, go get him. I don't want him anyway. Never wanted him, so I'm not going to sit there and act like, oh, I'm super sad that Liam Delap is going to Chelsea. Ooh, I'm so sad. No, I couldn't give a flying F about that. Respectfully. But I would then want the Victor Osimhen. Please, inshallah, we get Victor Osimhen. I beg. I hope we do. And then Hojlund to go the other way. Are you mad? If that happens, you got Kuni as well. Kalas. It's a wrap. Osimhen, number 9. Nah, it's a wrap. I'm giving him the number 9 instantly. Don't you worry. So like I said, Hojlund needs to be here in horrible. It's not been a good season. It's been bad. Zirkzee, next one. I think it's been better. The first part of his debut season wasn't all that good. Let's not get it twisted. But the way he's turned things around since he got booed, and the fact that I don't think Hojlund's gotten anywhere near that same disrespect that Zirkzee has gotten. Anywhere near, because Zirkzee getting booed in a Newcastle game. I remember I was watching it in Dubai and at a sports bar, and I'm sitting there thinking, nah, we got some disrespectful fans. He was like, he had tears in his eyes. He, got subbed off, subbed in, subbed off. Or subbed off early. It wasn't good. It was quite bad. But he's turned things around. He's been injured at the latter stages, but he's turned things around, and I'm happy for him. I wanted to say decent, because if we're going to say as a striker, first ever season, as a striker though, not all that. As a 10, yes. But he was never a goal scorer. Like Bart says, never a goal scorer. Amorim should play him in a 3-5-2 with another striker. His touch is quite good. I agree with that. I'm telling you, you have an Osimhen there. You got Kuni there. It's done. And you have Zirkzee there as well. You got this next one right here, which is Amad. And by the way, we need to stop saying Amad Diallo, because sometimes I've been forgetting it. He only wants to be referred to as Amad. That's why you can't see, with everybody else, they have like their last name. But him is Amad. Okay? Search it up. There's a lot of, there's a history behind why he only now wants to be referred to as Amad. We have to respect those wishes. So I'm going to be now starting to do that as well, with all due respect. Amad has been good, even with his, with him being injured here in the, at the latter stage, but coming back, and you were thinking he was going to be gone for a long time. I think he's joined top goal scorer as well for Man United, and he's been gone for a big chunks of this season for several months. Big up, Ravi. Hope you're doing well. Big up. Get the likes up, by the way, people. We will end the stream very soon. But yeah, I think with Amad has been so good. So for me, I'm happy with Amad. I really am. Amad was decent. The only blemish was his injury. I'm saying good because nah, good. Chido, first season, we see him play here and there, more so in the league. I ain't gonna lie, the game yesterday, when he came in, he had like some chances, and he was like, he gets into better situation, better, chances, like positions than Hojlund, but he has to be, the decision making needs to be better. But he's still very young though, 18 years old, or 17. He's 17. Still, there's a player there. I'm gonna say first season, I want to see more. So I'm gonna say meh. But it's not like meh in a bad way. It's just meh, like meh. But you can do better next season. I believe it. I do believe it. Will a new young-ish striker arrival block Chido's development? That's why you don't get a young-ish striker. You get an Osimhen that's older, that's about to be 28. in December, you get him. Then that won't really derail his development. Okay? If you get a Liam Delap, you gotta forget about it. You know, she should play in the Carabao Cup next. Exactly. We already since we finished so low this season, we're gonna be playing Carabao Cup qualification stuff. You know, the rounds, the first or second round already in August. Might as well have Cheeto start in some of them. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Are you fussed about the lap chose Chelsea over United? No, because I never wanted him. United should get Crouch and Agbona Lahore for his development. Bun Agbona Lahore. Crouch I like, but Agbona Lahore, I don't like him, especially not as a pundit. That guy speaks waffle. Lastly, we have Alejandro Garnacho. Yeah, you're saying too many decent. We're 15. A lot of these needs to go down the peg. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You have a good point. I might need to put even more people on because this is what I'm saying. We will have to summarize at the end because I'm realizing there's a lot of here, and I need to remember. So it's 15th. We finished 15th. You know, so that is a good point. Alejandro Garnacho, though, I'm letting you know he's going to be in horrible here. I'll have him like here, right above Hojlund, but he's been quite horrible. Literally, he's been horrible. He's I cannot wait until we get rid of this guy. Okay? I cannot wait for Alejandro Garnacho to leave. And we know he's leaving, definitely. When the manager is telling you, the head coach is telling you, you better pray you find a new club. And then when he's asked about him, or no, what was it? I think Ahmed was asked about him. What do you feel about Garnacho maybe going to a new club, and or staying? And then the head coach is laughing. Then you know it's peak. It's peak. He has to go. He has to go respectfully. So yeah, Alejandro Garnacho, it's done. The season has been good. His attitude stinks. He has to work. Go. Get a good little slump of money and say arrivederci, sayonara, adios, hadebra, Ovidishin, and all that good stuff? Yes. Thank you very much. Masalam. Yes. Okay, so to summarize, we have in good Nusar Mazraoui, Leny, Yoro, Ahmad, and Bruno Fernandes. Decent, we have Matthijs de Ligt, Harry Maguire, Casemiro, Aiden Heaven, and Joshua Zirkzee. You know what I'm thinking? I think Casemiro might need to go to meh. I think it needs to go to meh. And I think yeah. Pick up now. Hope you're doing well. Big up. Yes, get the likes up. Pick up. Yes, I think I did get it. Yeah, pick up though. And anybody else that needs to go further down? Like, I'm not changing up here. Up here, like they've done the thing. The rest here should Zirkzee be in meh. Should it in heaven be in not enough data? What should we do? I'm not putting the Ligt here in meh. Maguire he be in meh. Zirkzee was meh overall. Okay. I think it was decent at the end of it for me. In meh, we now have Casemiro, Cheeto, Evans, Lindelöf, Dorgo, Eriksen, Mason Mount. Horrible, we have Menu, Ugarte, Luke Shaw, Dalot, Bayondir, Onana, Alejandro Garnacho, and Hojlund. Kave says Chelsea talks to keep Sancho. Let's get the money. In not enough data, obviously, it's the players that we haven't really seen that play much this season, either due to loan or just injuries. So yeah, I feel like I'm okay with this. We have a lot of people meh is like but we might move some players down here as well, though, to be fair. But I think it's okay. Like this from meh and horrible, like that's not really good. Decent and good, that's like yeah. Wait, do I not have Anthony? Why am I going to? Anthony has hardly played. It's Man United season. I can't focus on what Anthony did for, what should I say? Real Betis. Come on. What's Cheeto doing there? In May? From what I've seen, there's a player there. But like, he's a little bit rough around the edges. But there's a player there. That's why I'm putting him in May. We might put him like here. Yeah. But there you have it. That's basically my player ratings. Yep. We're going to do a keep, loan, sell stream. Probably on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Tomorrow will be a Champions League preview stream. So, yeah, where we can just take a little bit of a break of talking all things Man United. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yes. Make sure you like this stream if you haven't already. And, of course, subscribe to the channel as well. And the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see. This video here will redirect you to Sky, aka Sunshine Stream, where I will be there. We're going to be talking about Cunha to Man United. We're going to be also talking about us losing to Asian All-Stars in the post-season tour in Malaysia. So we'll talk about that. So make sure you head on over there. Say that it's a Sophie raid. Give it a like. And I'll see you guys there. Until next time, Sophie out. Bye-bye.